This is the front fork from a BabyJogger City Mini GT, and today we're going to be talking about the lock mechanism for the swivel function of the front wheel. So I've already removed the front wheel from the wheel fork, and we have another video that will show you how to do that. Just search up disassembling the front wheel of a BabyJogger City Mini GT, and you'll find it. So you're going to need to remove the wheel from the fork in order to get at this mechanism. So this mechanism functions such that when you pull up on this little button or lever here, this small metal cylinder pops out the top, and this small little peg or cylinder fits right into this little groove here on the bottom of the front frame of the stroller itself. And sometimes this mechanism can become misaligned, or parts can be damaged, and you no longer can lock the front wheel of your stroller. So now I'm going to show you how to take this apart in order to find out which components are damaged or misaligned. So as I said, you'll have to remove the front wheel first, and then you're going to want to flip it upside down. Here's the bottom part of that metal peg. You can see if I activate the mechanism, it pulls that whole bit up or pushes it down. In addition, if you look at it, it's spring loaded. If I push on it, I'll push on it from the top in any case, then it pops downwards, and that's because there's a spring in here. Let's see. You can see it better if it's up. See? Okay. So in order to take this mechanism apart, you're going to need to get at a small locking pin that is on this peg. And if you've used your stroller for a while, there might be a bunch of grit and crap here, so you're going to need to clean that out first. But I can see the back end of this locking pin, and you're going to need to spin that around. So there's like two very small metal like pin feet. We're just going to dig a small flathead screwdriver on one side and pull that locking pin around to the back side. Shove it in there. See if I can turn it this way. Yeah, okay. If you have it in the locked position, you can also just twist that pin from the top. And you'll see on the back side of that locking pin then is a little loop. And you need something very thin to get inside that loop and pull off this locking pin. I'm just going to pry it off. If you have it again in the locked position, that's where, looking from underneath, the peg is further up, you can push on the top of the peg, and it'll push it down because of that spring loading, and that'll pull it away from the plastic bits. Okay, there you go. There it is. And you, of course, don't want to lose it or any of the other small parts. Now you will find that that pin comes right out, and it has a spring attached. And that allows you to then pull the button out this way. So, in some possibilities, maybe this has worn down. More likely that the channel holding the button has broken, and this has caused the spring elements to become misaligned, or in some ways now not allowing that peg to press up all the way. But these are in any case the various components of that mechanism. So if yours doesn't function anymore, you can take it apart this way, see which parts have been damaged, and then replace those parts. So even this like plastic piece, which is the most likely piece to be damaged, it's not of such a size and complexity you probably couldn't get somebody to 3D print it for you. That would be my best bet if I wanted to just replace this part. But that's how you take this apart. We're going to put it back together now. You want to put this button back in. With this spring on the peg, you can slide it back through. And then we're going to flip it upside down, and we're just going to reattach this little locking pin. And you're just going to find it right on the groove. It's going to be hard. My finger's going to get in the way of showing this, but you're going to position it on the groove in the pin and then press inwards in order to get it to lock. Okay, it's in place. I'm just going to twist that locking pin loop around back to the back side so it doesn't accidentally catch on anything. I doubt that would happen, but still, that's how I found the mechanism. Of course, if you're having trouble with this system, the first thing to try before you take it apart is to oil it, to use some spray oil in order to get it working smoothly. And of course, again, if it's not locking, another possibility in addition to broken parts and misalignment is just that a pebble or grit or something has gotten down in there and is preventing this thing from popping up. So you can always clean it, put it back together, and in most cases it'll work if you don't actually see any damage. In any case, that's how you take apart the swivel lock mechanism on a BabyJogger City Mini GT. We hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, we ask you to subscribe as it helps us continue making videos in the future. Thank you.